You know what's wild? Every single crypto cycle creates the exact same type of people. A small group quietly builds wealth, and a much larger group loses money making completely avoidable. Trap 1: buying because everyone else is buying. Let's start with the biggest one. FOMO. Fear of missing out. This is probably responsible for more crypto losses than bad projects themselves. Here's how it usually happens. A beginner sees a coin trending on TikTok, screenshots on Twitter, YouTubers saying 100x potential, random people suddenly acting like financial experts, and emotionally they think, I need to get in now, not because they researched it. Because they're scared of being left behind. And here's what most people don't realize: by the time average people hear about many hyped coins, early investors are often already preparing to sell. That's brutal. Now, obviously not every trending coin is bad. But emotionally chasing hype almost always creates terrible entry points. Crypto millionaires usually buy before excitement. Beginners usually buy during maximum excitement. Huge difference. The psychology behind it: humans naturally follow crowds. Psychologists call this herd behavior. Historically, following the tribe increased survival. Financially, it can destroy portfolios. Because crowds become most emotional near market tops and most fearful near market bottoms. Exactly backwards. Trap 2: thinking cheap coins are earlier. This one destroys beginners constantly. People see Bitcoin at $100,000+, another coin at 0.0007, and immediately think the cheaper coin has more upside. No. That's not how markets work. Here's the thing: price alone means almost nothing. Market cap matters more. A coin with 10 trillion tokens and weak demand can stay cheap forever. Meanwhile, a more expensive asset with strong adoption can keep growing. This is where it gets really interesting. A lot of beginners don't buy low-quality coins because they understand them. They buy them because psychologically owning 100,000 coins feels better than owning 0.02 Bitcoin. Humans love quantity, even when it's mathematically meaningless. Trap 3: confusing luck with skill. This trap becomes dangerous fast. Someone buys a random meme coin. It pumps 300%. Suddenly they think, I'm amazing at crypto. No. Maybe they got lucky. And look, luck absolutely exists in crypto. But beginners who mistake luck for skill usually increase risk dramatically. This leads to larger trades, leverage, emotional overconfidence, reckless investing, and eventually, one bad trade wipes out months of gains. This happens constantly during bull markets, because rising markets make almost everyone feel smart temporarily, until reality shows up. Now you might be thinking, okay Tito, but some people really do get rich fast. True. But survivorship bias is real. For every person posting massive gains online, there are thousands losing quietly. You just don't see those screenshots. Trap 4: using money they can't afford to lose. This one is devastating psychologically. People invest, rent money, emergency savings, loan money, credit card debt, and now every market movement feels life or death emotionally. That's a disaster. Because fear destroys decision-making. When people need crypto to work immediately, they become irrational. And here's what most people don't realize: financial desperation creates terrible investing behavior. Crypto should never be your survival plan. That pressure alone leads people to panic, sell, overtrade, chase losses, revenge trade. Emotionally, the best investors think clearly because they're financially stable enough to think long-term. Trap 5: believing influencers too easily. Look, this one might upset some people. But a massive amount of crypto content online exists for engagement, not education. And beginners don't realize how incentives work. If someone constantly says, this coin WILL 100x, that content gets attention. Attention creates views, followers, sponsorships, affiliate money. Now, obviously not every creator is dishonest. But blindly trusting internet personalities financially is dangerous. Especially in crypto. Because nobody cares about your money more than you do. And here's what most people don't realize: many influencers disappear during crashes. But viewers stay stuck holding losses. Trap 6: Panic selling during crashes. This is probably the most emotionally painful trap. A beginner buys crypto during excitement. Then the market crashes, 20% asterisk 40%, maybe 70%, and suddenly fear takes over completely. Now headlines say crypto is dead, Bitcoin is collapsing, the bubble is over, and emotionally people feel, I need to sell now. But historically, some of the best long-term opportunities happened during periods of maximum fear. That doesn't mean every coin recovers. Absolutely not. But emotionally reactive selling often locks in losses permanently. This is why psychology matters so much in investing. Because markets constantly test emotional discipline. Trap 7: Thinking crypto is a G-Tirich quick machine. Honestly, this might be the biggest trap of all. Crypto changed lives. That's true. But social media distorted reality completely. People now think wealth should happen instantly, asterisk effortlessly, dramatically, and when it doesn't, they either quit or start gambling harder. But here's the thing: real wealth building usually looks boring. Even in crypto, the people who often win long-term, study consistently, survive multiple cycles, manage risk, avoid emotional decisions, stay patient. Patience is insanely underrated today. Because modern internet culture trained people to expect dopamine constantly. Immediate success, immediate rewards, immediate results. But investing doesn't work that way most of the time. Here's what most people don't realize: crypto is less about predicting markets and more about managing yourself. Can you stay calm during crashes? Avoid greed during hype. Think long-term. Resist crowd psychology. Manage risk intelligently. Because honestly, most people don't lose money from lack of information. They lose money from emotional behavior. What I'd do if I was starting crypto in 2026. If I was a complete beginner today, here's exactly what I'd focus on. 1. Learn before investing. Spend real time understanding Bitcoin, Ethereum, wallets, market cycles. Risk management knowledge reduces emotional mistakes. 2. Start small. Seriously. Even $50 100 teaches psychology better than watching videos endlessly. 3. Focus on survival. Your first goal is not getting rich. It's staying in the game long enough to learn. 4. Ignore most hype. If something sounds too easy online, be careful. 5. Think in years, not days. This changes everything psychologically. Most wealth compounds over time, not overnight. Conclusion: look, crypto in 2026 will probably create new millionaires, insane opportunities, and devastating losses just like every cycle before it. But the people who usually win long-term are not necessarily the smartest people. They're the people who manage emotions, avoid obvious traps, think long-term, survive volatility, and stay rational while everyone else gets emotional. And honestly, that's harder than most people think. If this video helped you avoid some painful crypto mistakes, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, which crypto trap do you think destroys beginners the most? FOMO, greed, or panic?